Hello, beloved. I thank you so much for your time and I thank you so much for joining me on the Prophetic Vessel Show. This will be your message from God, Ra, Allah, Source, the Divine. I'm grateful for your time. To those whom are keen or interested in becoming members of my Patreon, on my Patreon, I do offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love as well as spiritual path. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings. For $50 per month, you get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, career and finances, as well as ancestral messages. The link to my Patreon will be listed in my description box below. You can also join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google, search it, and it'll lead you to my Patreon website. Without further ado, let us tap in and find out, why were you spiritually led here? What is here for you, beloved? Why did you resonate with the title? And why did your own YouTube algorithm present you with this message? Let us tap in and talk to God, okay? I'm channeling an energy of someone that claims God but has no faith in him. This person, I see an analogy, a reference point, a case study, an example here based on this prophetic vision that's coming through. All right. I'm channeling drool. You know, drool, when your saliva is just droopy and everything, right? And that analogy, reference point, case study, and example is symbolic to how somebody craves to have the connection you have with God. They crave your faith. Very poisonous type of energy I'm channeling. Because I'm channeling somebody that they craved it so much that they tried to steal it. Somebody tried to steal your faith. All right. We have the Emperor here. This person tried to telepathically exchange spirits with you here, moving from their position to yours in terms of spiritual rank and spiritual currency. They tried to swap. They wanted to infiltrate your essence because that's where their truest desire of power lies. They want what you have, that connection to the Most High. They crave it, like drool type crave. Oof. Two of Swords. Oh, and this person is not willing to back down from that truth. They feel this way and think this way about you, and it will forever be like that. No matter what. Because there's something they see in how God treats you that just bothers them. Like, why her? Why him? That's this person's energy. They just like, why did God choose you? Who are you over me? Like how Cain was in the Bible. He was jealous. And what happened? He was sent to hell. Hell was him watching the person he was jealous about be more than what he ever could be. We have the Knight of Cups. This person, they're trying to break out of the truth and wanting to rather believe a lie, right? So they literally trying to break out of the truth in their mind and their heart so that they can attach what they believe the truth is to be of reality. But in doing so, they're going against justice, right? They're going against, with this emperor energy, what already is, right? They're going against the grain, what already exists, what already is. So the truth with regards to you is what they're trying to escape. All right, we have the King of Cups. This person strongly wants to convince themselves of a reality that isn't true. Like, they are seeing what they wanted so bad to be true about you and the situation and them. They're seeing that very same thing they were holding on to, saying this is what they want to believe of the situation and of you, is what's putting them in this hellish energy. It's what's putting them in the paradigm of hell, their own hell, because they know what they did. Somebody here came for you spiritually. They tried to attack you spiritually. So this warfare here, this battle, God fought it in your favor, because this person, like we've established, they were trying to steal and exchange spiritual rank and spiritual currency here, right? When they were nowhere near what they were trying to steal or who they were trying to steal from. And they knew that. They were just trying their luck. And they have none. Anyone with a spirit that craves to destroy in order to attain or get or retrieve what they want will never be in the energy to steal from a divine being. The luck they'll have will be at a minimum of 0% also, because you pay for what you house. Like we pay the bills of our houses, our apartments, or condos, complexes, and all penthouses and all these things. You pay for the housing of the energy that is within you spiritually. You pay with your spiritual rank and currency. If you're going to be high vibrational or not, right, which is low vibrational, you will pay for that. High vibrational people oftentimes attract, hence, high vibrational people oftentimes attract envy, jealousy, and hatred on all forms that is so seething and deep, it's dangerous. Low vibrational people oftentimes attract experiences of life that never go in their favor, because they don't have the spiritual rank and currency to house the energy of luck, because luck walks with God and it belongs to those who walk with God as well. This person wanted to so desperately believe something, like it's almost what took them out. This was what they wanted to believe, so it's like this truth that they were fighting against. They did not want you to be more high ranking than them. They did not want you to be most of contain most spiritual currency in comparison to them. All right, like they wanted to be above you, and that's the truth that they wanted to live in. They didn't want the actual truth that they're not above you, which that truth is goes hand in hand with reality, their world, and their life. So they did something here to try and dethrone you off your spiritual high horse. We have the Seven of Cups here. This person has been trying to claim your essence in a way that they've been studying you so that they know how to be when they possess your energy. Studying everything they can about you, anything they have access to about you, anyone they have access to as well. This person has been going down a rabbit hole. And on a daily basis, they find themselves doing this. Scary and dangerous type of energy here. This person, they've been in their reality, in their world, in their life, deconstructing themselves to compartmentalize as another version of you, so that by the time they've swapped and do whatever this is, which is claiming your essence, they have studied how to be you, and it will be so much easier to just dethrone you further. So this person wants you taken out, they want you eliminated from earth. It's either you or them in their mind. And that's the constant plaguing nightmare that haunts them. The fact that they have to take you out in order for them to be you. And take you out is literally this person, they want to cause you some form of illness, that they've been targeting your digestive system, wanting you to fall ill so severely that you can't recover, or you miss out on years of your life because of this sickness. This person, I see them tying that fate and that destiny to you. But as they tying that fate and that destiny to you, it's coming back to them. Because now I see this person, you have no idea how scared they are, beloved. I'm channeling so much fear. I'm channeling somebody that can barely breathe every day. That's how this fear has escalated within them. It's how much they've just been experiencing it and where they're at with it. It's because they know that something is returning back to them. And you still being healthy and alive and well is a constant reminder of what they've done, and the truth that it has to come back to them. Because it was blocked from touching you. The time span at which you were meant to be hit by this is long gone. Hence, they're in the state of being. This person could be acting very strange, odd, and peculiar. Not the usual self. Yeah, like the title card to the moon. It's like nothing about this person at this time is like usual, because they're haunted and plagued, tormented by what they've done and what it means. Because if it didn't come to you, it has to come to them. So much to live with, right? Why do it then? They should have never. Now they have to experience their own hand. You played that hand. You did that. This person, they're on their way to a serious hell. Hell zone. It's almost like this person, they can't live with you being alive as well, because they feel like the world is not big enough for the both of you. There needs to be a them and not a you. For whatever they believe that to be true, however way they've convinced and programmed and, set themselves in that perspective, it's killing them, man. If they would just see that you are who you are and accept it, they'll be free from this. But that's that. They don't want to do that. This person is like, they have fallen into this deep rabbit hole of trying to get rid of you, that there's nothing else they want more in the world. Oh, they can have everything or be anywhere, It doesn't amount, the desire doesn't amount to the desire they have to completely eliminate you. Oof, I'm shivering. Ugh. They think you scared, or they want people to believe that you are scared. This person, they want to place shame upon your name. Like, they want you to shiver at the mention of their name. They don't want it to be the other way around. They don't want to be the one that feels small in your presence. They don't want your name to make them dim or be ashamed of their own light because it's not as bright. Ugh. Yeah. Like, your value and their value, there's a clear difference. And this is what staying in your lane means. You can't be who another person already is. Why don't you just be you? You don't know why that person is that way, or why God said that they will be that way. You don't know the reality and the truth of someone. Don't step into their lane, their territory, their reality, and try to assert yourself. You will get hurt. This person is getting hurt. They realizing your value and their value is different for a reason, because unlike them, you are not afraid of other people's powers. You're comfortable with your own. They're a weak-spirited person, vulnerable to so many domains of demonic spirits. Hence, they fell into this behavior. They are codependent right now on so many toxic things in people, places, and environments, so much so that it's sinking them. They are paranoid, afraid that one day they'll think everything is fine and then they're struck by something. So why not hide now, right? Or why not pretend and act and fake something so real that it's believed, right? Shame does that to you. Guilt does that to you. Embarrassment does that to you. Humiliation does that to you. You want to hide, and whether you hide in plain sight or hide in isolation, you are still cloaked with that same humiliation, that same guilt, that same shame, that same embarrassment. It's you now. And you have to face it, but you're running from something. They're running from this. How can you run from something that is already in you? Meaning it's already within your reality. You have to face it. You have to condemn it out. And by condemning it out, you need to face your demons. They need to face the truth that you are who you are and they are who they are, and they should accept that. And accept the truth that they will never be you, because there's only one you. They'll have to accept the truth that there is a lane for everyone and they need to stay in theirs. But it's such a hard pill to swallow. Their ego's bigger than the world. I need to be this, I need to be okay. Then God, having had already enough of this person's behavior, has to now assert himself differently, because he's given this person, I see, many chances to leave you alone. They don't want to listen. Seven of Pentacles. They don't want to listen. And the reason they didn't want to listen in the beginning is because they had convinced themselves that there's no way that you can't be taken out, or you can't be dealt with, or they can't have the position of your spiritual rank and spiritual currency. And then it changed when, after they tried to attack you spiritually, that warfare, when now they saw that the time of it having to hit you has passed and it means it's coming back to them, they were convinced by something else that you are who you are, which is the fact that if you weren't who you say you were, God's child, then, not in mockery or just like saying it because it looks good on you. God looks good on everything, baby. Everyone. Yeah, say God's name and you will just receive. That's divine. The code, the name, the code, the keyword. But anyway, so seeing as though, don't forget, that's what they crave, because they see the world, God's world, and how it treats you. The anointing on your name weighs heavy on them every day. And they sold their soul. Now they're gonna be sick. A sickness so deadly it takes them out. Because that's what they sent to another person. So they killed themselves. We have the Eight of Wands. Oh, it's coming fast. At any time. Imagine living in that doom, because you refuse to stay in your own kingdom, because your own kingdom is filthy, and you're craving that person's kingdom because they sold this and they sold that. Okay, go there and try to claim something that has already been established in someone else's name. When you lose, everybody will know. So why not leave people alone right now, so that you don't have to face shame, humiliation, guilt, embarrassment, when they prove to you that you will never touch them. This person should have left you alone, beloved. They should have left you alone. God told this person it's enough. God told this person, let this go. God showed this person. God spoke so many ways, so many times to them. They refused to hear it. They refused to see it. They refused to think it. They refused to feel it. And now that hell zone is what they're refusing, right? They'll be cramped up in it in a little cocoon. The hell zone of realizing rudely and awakening to the truth that you are who you are, and there'll never be you. There'll never be another you. And they'll have to live with that. Always carrying it. While they pinching their butt, hoping they don't die of a sickness they sent to someone else. Doom. So much thunder. This was your message from God, Ra, Allah, Source, the Divine. I'm grateful for your time, and I thank you so much for joining me on the Prophetic Vessel Show. To those who are keen or interested in becoming members of my Patreon, on my Patreon, I do offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on a love as well as spiritual path. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings For $50 per month, you get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, career, and finances, as well as ancestral messages. You'll find the link to my Patreon listed in my description box below. You can also join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google, search it, and it'll lead you to my Patreon website. I'll see you all soon, beloved. Goodbye.